gozando. Vas moviendo la cintura, sube la temperatura. Yo te regalo mi universo, ya no lo pienses más. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Déjame decirte, mami, una cosita. Yo te doy lo que tú necesitas. Solo quiero que tú seas mía. Quiero hacértelo. La luna yo te bajaré. Mi corazón te lo daré. Conmigo vas a enloquecer. Yo quiero estar contigo. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Oye, él no te quiere, no sabe cuidarte. Oye, yo tengo un mundo para darte. Yo solo quiero cuidarte. Oye, mueve la cintura. Oye, que seas mía toda la vida. Solo eso quiero.
Hey, Speedy, welcome to the show for everyone. This is Speedy Sports on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Makodi will bring you sports moments of your life, and I am Benny Kuji. All right. It's been an amazing day. I don't know how it was for you, but for me, it's been an amazing day, and it's been an amazing day even in the world of sports, especially in the world of football. Yes, the FA Cup. This weekend we are going to be watching the FA Cup. That is how it is. Arsenal has already scaled through that one. They defeated Mansfield 2-1, a stubborn Mansfield, because Arsenal really had to walk deep to get that winner. Still 2 games to go. Chelsea is coming. Chelsea will be playing much later. Not much later. Just in a couple of minutes from now, Chelsea game will be starting by 6:45. Yes, Chelsea's against Wrexham. So we'll be keeping you up to speed on that one. A lot of sporting news. Later on also, Newcastle will be taking on Man City. All of those games we'll talk about it. But there's something we actually want to talk about today. We want to talk about Chelsea. Not this game, but we're talking about Chelsea. Wherever you are, Chelsea fan, I want you to hear this. And I want you to come out and tell me the truth. And I want other fans to also come out and tell me the truth. Is Chelsea gradually becoming Arsenal under Arsene Wenger, and Arsenal gradually becoming the Chelsea that we know? Is it what is currently going on? I don't know if you noticed that. But before we open the phone lines for all of that, let's bring you up to speed with the latest sport news around you and around the world. The Athletics Federation of Nigeria, AFN, has said that the second vice president, Aku Agazu, has withdrawn the resignation she tendered last Friday. In a letter addressed to the AFN president, Tunubok Okowa, Agazu wrote, "Sir, after much reflection, I would like to withdraw the resignation letter I sent on Friday. If it pleases you, I want to apologize for all the troubles my letter has caused the board and the AFN. Thank you, sir, for considering this withdrawal request." Okowa, in a formal communication to the board, said he had accepted her apology and withdrawal in the interest of the federation's stability. Former world 100-meter champion Fred Carley had been banned for 2 years for anti-doping whereabout failures. A tribunal found Carley was negligent and, to a certain extent, reckless in not adhering to anti-doping regulations after the American recorded 3 whereabout failures between 11th May and 6th December 2024. Crowley was provisionally suspended by the Athletics Integrity Unit AIU in August last year and missed September World Championships in Tokyo. The 30-year-old period of ineligibility will run till 11th August 2027, and his competitive result between 6th September 2024 and 12th August 2025 have been disqualified, including prize money, prize and titles. Kelly has also been ordered to pay World Athletics £3,000 in legal fees and other expenses. The World Anti-Doping Code states an athlete cannot miss 3 anti-doping tests and or filing failures within a 12-month period. And back to our topic of discussion. For many years under Arsene Wenger, Arsenal FC were admired across Europe for their attractive style of football, their commitment to youth development, and their philosophy of playing the game in the right way. But critics often argued that while the football was beautiful, the trophies became fewer, especially in the latter years of Arsene Wenger's reign. Now the spotlight may be lifting towards Chelsea FC. Once known for their ruthless winning mentality during the eras of managers like Jose Mourinho, the club has recently taken a different path, investing heavily in young players, focusing on long-term development and trying to build an exciting attacking identity. Under the current project at Stamford Bridge, the question many fans and pundits are beginning to ask is this: are Chelsea gradually becoming like Arsenal under Arsene Wenger, a team praised for potential, philosophy and young talent, but still searching for consistent success and silverware? Is this simply part of a rebuilding process that will soon deliver trophies? Or could Chelsea risk falling into the same pattern critics once associated with Arsene Wenger's Arsenal, entertaining football without enough major honors? This is the big question tonight. Is Chelsea gradually becoming like Arsenal under Arsene Wenger, or are Chelsea just that Chelsea product is completely different? What I'm asking is, are Chelsea gradually becoming like Arsene Wenger's Arsenal? And give us a call on your thoughts. Are the comparisons fair, or is this Chelsea project completely different? Is this Chelsea project completely different from the way we know Arsenal? That is the question today. The numbers to call, we'll go straight up to the numbers to call is 0903 648 5868. I'll take the number again: 0903 648 5868. You can also be part of the show when you comment on our Facebook handle. The Facebook handle is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makodi. Once you comment there, I'll be here to read your comments live. Okay, we have a caller. Hello. Oh, we lost that one. You can call back now. For those of you that may not understand what we are saying, we all know Arsenal under Arsene Wenger. Arsenal was a team that we know they build a very young, skillful, talented squad, and they play very, very good football. And the project was build these players, and sometimes when these players become matured, other clubs will come poach them and take them out. We know players like Cesc Fabregas and the likes of them. Robin Van Persie, Sami Nasir, all of these players were good players that passed through the Arsenal ranks. Now, over the years, people were criticizing Arsene Wenger. You have these players. Every year you're saying a young squad, and you were not winning trophies. Okay, all right. We have a caller. Hello.
Hello. Good evening, Benny Kuji.
Good evening.
Yes, my name is Edward Oragba. I'm calling from Jungu settlement area of Makodi.
Okay, Edward, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Edward.
Well, as a Chelsea fan and following the Chelsea's tradition, I would say no to what you have said.
Okay.
What the insinuation is. Chelsea has never drawn the pattern of entertaining, playing good football and grooming young players to later on sell them. Unlike Arsene Wenger, he was like more or less a businessman who was making money for the shareholders, and from the process of it, they were able to build the Emirates Stadium. And to them, it was something, maybe that was a target, and they actually succeeded.
So all of these young players you have at Chelsea, you think they are going to remain in Chelsea forever? If they may not remain in Chelsea forever. If they eventually become top class players, you think the likes of Barcelona and Real Madrid won't come for them?
They would certainly come, but that's not the intention. When they hit their form at their peak, and big clubs come, it's a plus. But the intention is not for them to be groomed and then sold later on the day.
So
why I say so is this. If it was what they had wanted, they would have been sacking their coaches. We didn't have many they have sacked coaches because they have not lived up to the expectation of the club. So if the aim was just to groom players, and then when they hit their form, they sell them and make money, they wouldn't have been sacking, because they would have been contempted. At least at the end of it all, they are now relegated, but they struggle to play in the Champions League or play any of this UEFA competition. So they would have been.
So what is the difference with the Chelsea that we know, apart from the Club World Cup and the Conference League that they won? Chelsea has always been struggling since the Blue Coat took over just to qualify in the Champions League.
That is why I'm saying that the aim is not for to groom players and sell them. The aim is that they're actually looking for the rhythm, and probably they are here to get the right person that will bring the results. That's why they're sacking coaches and then bringing new ones to.
So for you think, just one last question before I let you go. For you think with this squad Chelsea have, if they have a good manager, they can use it to win a Champions League?
Why not? Even now, the way they coach, yes, why not? Let me tell you, there's one. If you have been following the Chelsea's pattern of play and tradition, you agree with me that the year Chelsea performs even worse. That is when they win a major trophy. In 2012, they won. They won Champions League, and everybody wrote them off. You understand? You were there now. You saw it. So, I will not be surprised myself if Chelsea wins this year's Champions League. And I'm telling you the truth.
All right, thanks.
It may really come to pass.
All right, thank you for that one.
Thank you very much.
Okay. That's a Chelsea fan. He said, the year Chelsea plays the worst football, that is when they win one of the major trophies. I'm using the Chelsea under the Drogba that won the last Champions League, but I'll tell you that that Chelsea squad, that mentality that this crop of players don't have that kind of mentality. Now let's just pick up some stats up here. The age profile for Chelsea, the average age squad for Chelsea during the 2025-2026 season is roughly 23.4 years, compared to Arsenal that was even 26.4 years. Now look at this. Chelsea, another thing, Chelsea, they are massively recruiting players from all over the world. Okay, we have a caller. Okay, we lost that one. Recruiting players, they've signed over 40 players with more than half at the age of 20 or even younger. That's what Chelsea are doing. Hello? Hello.
Hello. Good evening, Uncle Benjamin Kuji.
Good evening and welcome to the show.
God bless you. You are better known as Busy Brain, the king of sports.
Okay, Busy Brain, you can go on.
Reaching you live and direct at viewing center now.
Okay. Has the match started?
Yeah, just a minute.
I'll be giving you live update while you are even in the viewing center. Tell us, is Chelsea gradually becoming like Arsenal under Arsene Wenger?
When you say Chelsea are gradually coming like Arsenal under Arsene Wenger, it confuses me. Because you would have said Arsenal are gradually coming like Chelsea, I would have understand.
I think it's two ways. Arsenal is gradually becoming like Chelsea with the winning mentality. Arsenal is gradually becoming like Arsenal. I think that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, because Chelsea, they have been so fantastic well in all competitions, winning trophies and the rest. So Arsenal, they have been playing the best of football, but to win a trophy is always a difficult to them. So when I hear the question, I got confused.
Okay, now, when was the last time Chelsea actually won the Premier League? I don't think Chelsea did win this Premier League under this new management. They've not won that. Apart from the Club World Cup and the Conference League.
UEFA Champions League and Conference League. All the European Cup where they're winning it, but the Premier League,
they have not done it under this management.
That's true, but I'm promising you, in 2 years to come, Chelsea will win Premier League.
With this squad?
Yes. Very well. You know, it was Enzo Maresca, the coach that was sacked, that caused all this thing. Now, Chelsea would have been on top of the log. Would have been saying that the Chelsea, they are the ones to win the league. Now that Arsenal are dangling with it, all hope we're giving to Arsenal. Now, look at where they are. Although they are still on top of the game. Manchester City, they are still following suit. No one knows. The remaining.
Should I tell you? You people are so quick to blame Enzo Maresca, but should I tell you something? This is what happens when you have a very young squad, a very young and inexperienced squad. This is normally what happens. Like look at the amount of red cards that Chelsea is getting, for heaven's sake. Because it's a young squad without leaders. Yes, there's a Reece James there, but that matured leader that general that will command his troop to battle. We don't have it in the Chelsea squad, and that is what we are saying. Same thing used to happen to Arsenal back then.
Exactly, but it's all about discipline and determination. When you discipline your players, question them on what to do, I believe they will not play to a standard where they will receive yellow cards or red card, and they will give you the best of results you can.
Okay.
You know, the problem back then that Morosca used to do, that he did not have this in first 11 players. Bringing in this player this match, another match will bring in a different player. So that even give him troubles. You don't even know his first 11 team. So it becomes trouble between him and some of us, the Chelsea fans.
All right.
Look at people like Kopama. He will bring Kopama maybe the next 45 minutes, he saw Kopama and bring in a different person again. So it became a difficult something for us.
All right, thanks for that one, Busy Brain.
God bless you always for the update.
Thank you. Okay, two Chelsea fans, they just called in and they are standing that Chelsea has never and will never be like Arsenal. Let's hear from this caller. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening and welcome to the show.
Good evening, Kuji. This is Tony calling from Villa Switch.
Okay, Tony, have you been following us?
Oh yes, I always call you.
Okay, tell us on this topic that we have today. Talk to us.
Based on what I said, I don't think there is any comparison here. Chelsea remain Chelsea. Their pattern of football remain. They are doing the same thing. Like if you see Chelsea are playing the Arsenal pattern of the old, it's not. I don't buy that idea.
I'm not talking about the pattern of play or something like that. I'm talking of the management. Management.
In terms of the management, actually they are trying to, when they sell out their old players, they are trying to rebuild the squad. And those coaches, it's just like a school. When a child in his class, today you bring the teacher, Next tomorrow you start the teacher, you bring another new teacher. But for that child, for those children to get used to those things, it will take them time. So bringing new coaches and sacking coaches is not good for Chelsea. It's one of the major problems they're having.
Well, how about going to the level of taking the whole squad to make the squad look very, very young, and expecting that maybe in the next 4 or 5 years they will become matured and you will use them then? And it has been proven that doesn't work.
That is what even Arsenal. If you see Arsenal, those days Arsenal used to do that.
Yes, and
when
Chelsea is doing it now.
And that is why I'm saying that they are doing it, and they are not. When Arsene Wenger was doing that, he focused. You see those, but they will go to the extent of playing semi-final or pre-final with other Champions League or Premier League, your FA Cup and the rest. But at the end of the day, they will not win. But the way Chelsea is playing their way is quite different from that one. The way they are training their own boys, the coach. I believe the issue there is the coach. They are changing every day. If they can endure such patience for one coach to handle those boys, maybe complete a season, then the second season, you see that all of them, they will pick up, and then they might have know each other, know their pattern of play, and they'll pick up, just like the way Arsenal is playing now.
All right, thanks for that one.
So it's a matter of a coach for the management to exercise patience and hold on to their coach, and let's see what the coach can deliver.
All right, thanks for that one.
You're welcome.
Okay, we already have 3 callers, and they are all saying that Chelsea is very, very different from Arsenal. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good evening.
Good evening, and welcome to the show.
Thank you. This is John Onduna from Yelwata.
Okay, Onduna, tell us something. Is Chelsea gradually becoming like Arsenal of old?
Pardon?
I say, is Chelsea gradually becoming like Arsenal under Arsene Wenger?
Chelsea gradually
becoming like Arsenal under Arsene Wenger, where they will sign young players and hope to win the league with those players, and eventually they will not win. People will come and buy those players off. Is that Chelsea? Will that thing happen to Chelsea?
Yes, it's happening to Chelsea. Actually, it's happening to Chelsea. And it's all about this. You know, these young players, they need where tactics of football is. They don't need anything fair. You know, you look at Casido. Casido need a very strong team to play. I don't even believe Casido will stay in Chelsea longer. I love Casido because it's a Casido that I see in that. I'm a Man U fan, but the way Casido play, I like the way he plays. And you believe that another big club will eventually poach him up? Yes, because he needs something in future. Not to be failing. You play at the end of it, you end up 0. No. They need something. Those young players, they need something in future. Okay, thanks for that one. Okay, he's saying that I think he's agreeing with me on that one. Now let me just our time. If you're just joining us, this is Speedy Sports on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. My name is Kuji Benjamin, and we are talking sport right now. Okay, we have another caller. Hello.
Good evening, Mr. Benny Kuji.
Good evening and welcome to the show.
Thank you, Kenneth calling from airport.
Okay, Kenneth, you will be our last caller for the day.
Okay. As regards our topic for discuss tonight, is Chelsea gradually becoming Arsenal of old, or is Arsenal gradually becoming Chelsea of old?
Yes.
I will say yes, no. Yes, no. Where the yes will come is Arsenal gradually becoming like Chelsea of old in some sense, and I will say no, Chelsea are in no way becoming Arsenal of old, because the Arsenal of old that we used to see under Arsene Wenger, I think the project we are talking about under Arsene Wenger began in the year 2005. From that year down to... So a very quick one, our time is fast spent. Yes, the Arsene Wenger left. I think he had leaders as well in the team. In as much as he had lots of young players, he had leaders. But in this present Chelsea, I mean, there are no leaders in that team. That's why we see lots of red cards every now and then in the team, because there's no mature player there to talk to them and make them understand how football is being played.
All right. Thanks for that one.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay. I think this is the much we can take on the show. For the games that are going to be played today, we don't have much games, especially in the English league. Like I told you earlier, Mansfield lost to Arsenal 2-1. 11-minute Wrexham versus Chelsea 0-0, and the other match to be played much later today. Newcastle versus Manchester City. This is the much we can take on the show, but based on what we are discussing, I think for Chelsea, I will say I am just seeing similarities with what we used to know of Arsenal, and then Arsenal also. I'm also seeing some few things about Chelsea, that winning mentality that we know Chelsea of. Once they want to win, they can do everything to win. I think I'm seeing it in this current Arsenal, that hunger, that drive, they want to win. I think I am seeing it here. And Chelsea, I also see Chelsea, the management want Chelsea to play beautiful football and a very young squad to win laurels with. But every other thing, I think it's also debatable. But from me to you, I will always say God bless your heart, and I will see you tomorrow on the show. We'll be here to talk more on Speedy Sport on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Goodbye.
This is
Asking Radio 98.5 FM.
Oh yeah. Déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Falso amor, es un abusador. Juega con tu corazón. Sabes decir que no. ¿Cómo decirte que te quiero? Que muero por tu amor. Yo no he perdido la ilusión, ni el tiempo ni la razón. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Bailando, tu boca y la mía felices gozando. Vas moviendo la cintura, sube la temperatura. Yo te regalo mi universo, ya no lo pienses más. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Decirte, mami, una cosita. Yo te doy lo que tú necesitas. Solo quiero que tú seas mía. Quiero hacértelo. La luna yo te bajaré. Mi corazón te lo daré. Conmigo vas a enloquecer. Yo quiero estar contigo.
As King Radio 90.